Yes. Yes. That's the ticket there. But you know what I mean? You feel me? Because and such. You disagree? Psst. Fuck you. Did you fix the water well? Kinda, sorta. So it turns out that the pump is having a hard time keeping up because it's having to suck water from lower in the table than it should be. And so it tripped some breaker in there that I didn't know existed. The guy came out, showed me how to reset that thing, but he said it's probably going to keep happening. I don't fucking know, bro. There's water in the house. That's all I know. That's all I really care about today. Damn it. They still haven't made it to where you can pin a fucking comment from the mobile app, and I really don't understand why. Seems like something they could throw on there pretty easily, but I really don't think they give a shit. Get out of here, Bubbles. Thought I'd gotten rid of these. They're back. The bubbles make me happy, so fuck you if you don't like them. All right? They're my bubbles. Get out of here. Shoo. Shoo, Bubbles, shoo. Shoo, shoo, shoo. So many. Boop, boop, boop. I wish I could pop them. Get out of here. Yeah, it's very bubbly tonight. I have not seen The Girl with the Dogs, brah. It's a very specific question. Just for future reference, typically, if the "do you watch" is followed by somebody who's on YouTube, the answer is no. I would say 99% of the time, the answer is gonna be no. No worries. No harm, no foul, my friend. But I just don't watch a lot of YouTube. May seem strange because I do a lot of my work there, but I just don't. I just don't. A lot of the magic goes out of it when you work there. You know what I mean? It's kind of like going to Disneyland when you work at Disneyland, you know? It's still fun for everybody else, but not so much for you anymore. Oh yeah, dude. Manatee references. That's an instant dunk. Oh yeah, no. I'm whatever. I'm still fucking a little out of it, but I feel better. Been home for a while. I got some food in me. I don't know. Have you watched Pig yet? Not the movie I expected, but I really enjoyed it. No, I have not. The salt has dried up. guess so. I suppose so. Yeah, I checked out the fight stick. It's nice. It's nice, but I think it's going to take me a while to retrain myself. I was talking to Amelia about it. She asked me the same question. She was like, was that fight stick good? I was like, well, it's good. I'm not good. You know? I'm used to this. Too many years of this. Not enough years of this. It's been too long. I was telling her it's probably since like the 90s when I routinely played fucking fighting games on a stick. So it's like, gonna have to retrain all that muscle memory. Basically relearn the game. Yeah. Gotta retool the muscle memory. I'm still not even sure about my button layout. I may end up changing it because I don't really like the way it is. I'm still fucking figuring things out. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking to be no fucking Evo fighter or whatever, but I feel like a lot of the maneuvers that are required in fighting games are really hard for me to bust on like a fucking D-pad. Like 360s especially. I mean, I fucking have so much trouble getting those off, but like on this thing, it's fucking every time. Smooth as butter. See, controller's not comfortable for me. I'm way too hard on the controller, and so I get blisters on my fucking thumbs doing it. No bueno. But I've been doing it forever, so I don't know really how to do it any other way yet. I don't know how to do it. Get out of here, Bubbles. Man. Why is it still so fucking hot out here? Ugh. Ooh. Right as I said that, a cool breeze. Nice. Wow, it's like... Wow. It's like I said, why is it so hot out here? And then it's like somebody turned the AC on for a minute. Like dropped 5 degrees. Why don't I have $1 billion? Shit. Yeah, I don't even know what to believe in because I didn't like pray for anything. I just said, why isn't something some way? Why isn't it a little cooler? Let me test this. I mean, it's remained cooler than it was, but it didn't get... Did I hack the Matrix? Did I hack the Matrix, or is this just a really, really strange coincidence? Yeah, neighbors having a get together or something. I don't really know what's going on over there. They're partying though. No, dude, I just said like anyway, whatever. I just said why isn't it cooler out here, and then it got cooler out here, you know? Like that shouldn't happen. Get out of here, Bubbles. Shoo. Get. They mostly come at night. Mostly. Bubbles. Bubbles. Yeah, I guess since there's more people here, the water situation is temporarily fixed here, but it looks like there's going to be a long-term problem that the owners of this home have to deal with. But for now, my pump is sucking water again, and so that's all good. That's all good. Something happened, some little internal breaker in the pump got tripped that I didn't know existed. Guy showed me where it was, said it's probably going to keep happening because the water table's low and the pump's having to work harder to pump water up and blah, 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 blah. But now there's water. Thank goodness. Well's not dry yet. The water has not yet run dry. Ugh. That was a happy ending after all. Yeah. They should have somebody out here a couple of times a year from the company that put that pump in, whose name is right on the side of the pump. And if I was the homeowner, I would do that, but I'm not. And I ain't paying for fucking shit. I'm paid in full. I don't have a joint, but I'll toast this bowl with you. I might even put some keef on it. Make things interesting. I might sprinkle myself a little diddle dab of keef. Oh, yeah. We got some. There's keef. We're not keef rich, but we're not keef poor, you know what I mean? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get a little keef on it. Cool. A little bit of keef goes a long way. How you keef broke, Phoebes? That's not a good feeling. Keef brokenness. Oh yeah, that's right. I have some fucking crazy edibles. What do you guys think? One in the chat if Paul should launch one of the crazy high dose edibles that he's got. And I'm talking, it's like, I don't know, 350 milligrams. 350 milligrams slap bar. You're right. I'm not taking two, but I'll go get the one. If this Highdeology lasts for about 45 minutes, you guys are in for a treat. Because, like Buzz Aldrin and Armstrong, Branson and Bezos before me, I'm about to go to space. Okay. Well, there's a lot of weed in that. That tasted pretty good. Tasted a little spicy. I'm about 1 hour from now, you'll be feeling that edible. About 45 minutes is usually what it takes me to feel the front edge of a big edible. So we'll see how I'm feeling. Ask me in 45 minutes if you can tear my attention away from whatever ramble I'm on at that point. You'll know. You'll know. I meant to take those slap bars to LA and I forgot them because I wanted to sneak one on Scotty. Scotty has this trick he's known for doing to me. He makes up a landmine. So he'll pack me a fresh ass bowl and it looks like a normal ass bowl of weed. And then he'll be like, hey, Paul, you want greens? And I'm like, thank you, bro. Hit it, and he's hitting a big fucking ball of resin or wax in the center of it, typically wax. And I take a big old rip or whatever, and then don't realize I'm taking a big fucking, and he laughs his ass off. I was gonna give him one of these slap bars and shut him down. Dude, he would have been stuck on the couch. Is that a Mexican party near my? I don't know if they're Mexicans, but yes, that is a party of Hispanic people listening to, well, before they were listening to like Southern Mexican music, but now they're listening to like Laredo, Texan kind of. Do you ever get paranoid on weed? Bro, I'm paranoid without weed. You're talking to probably one of the more paranoid people you'll ever fucking meet in your life, bro. Finally got to experience a Mexican party last weekend. Well, I'm sure you have plenty of wonderful things to say about it, dude. Hispanic people know how to fucking party, bro. Ever get dealt fake weed? Nah, man, I grew up in California. Sorry. There's no way you're gonna pass it off here, bro. Like, I know what oregano smells like. I know what weed smells like and looks like. You ain't gonna sell me no goddamn oregano, bro. I'm sorry, Cali kid. Grew up with a fucking joint in my mouth, bro. $100 bands up on the floor of the kitchen. A couple more up in the walls and the ceiling. Only family and friends keep it hidden. And Lord have mercy if they get in. Tell me why I can't get no relief. Wondering when they'll come for me. A paranoid man makes paranoid plans. I do what I can, but it's out of my hands. I'm struggling just to find my peace. True. Sounds like a Pac lyric. I'm sure that Posty would call that high praise. How does it make you feel that you should run from one front of climate disaster, hurricanes, and rising sea levels, only be confronted with another one, the shrinking aquifer? Dude, I was ranting about that very fucking thing today. I was sitting out here in full, you guys like to call me a doomer. You guys have never really seen me in full fucking doom mode, only the people closest to me ever get to see that Paul. That's the real doomer, yo. And I was out here in full black pill mode today. Full 110% motherfucking black pill mode. And I was talking to Amelia and I was like, dude, I did not run in the middle of a fucking pandemic from a giant wall of hurricane energy just to fucking land somewhere and have it dry up under my feet and I can't get water. I was like, I can't. Dude, I can't be the only person experiencing this shit. Ping-ponging from one disaster to the next, to the next. You guys don't see it happening? Dude, I went on a full-ass fucking, we need to get out of this country rant. And I mean, like I said, I was in full black pill mode. Full fucking black pill mode, bro. Because it's just been fucking crazy. Dude, we went to LA, and right as we go to LA, the news starts reporting there's this huge spike in this Delta variant shit. And I'm just like, fuck. Everybody's out running around. Just like, I did not fucking stay at home and dodge COVID to, as soon as I come out to get together with my fucking people, get COVID. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, I gotta tell you right now, I'm still in fucking doom mode. And it's, you know, secretly, and this is just the truth, I mean, maybe not so secretly, I don't really have much hope for humanity, y'all. I hate to fucking shoo away your bubble, but the hope well runneth dry like the real well do. I just don't see it happening, man. I just don't see people understanding what it means. It's just like, we've been so fucking conditioned to accept these news stories that we don't look at the aggregate of them anymore. So people are like, oh, big heat wave, huh? Ooh. And they don't notice that there's going to be one in their fucking area. Like, everywhere that didn't get a fucking giant heat wave is getting one this week, by the way. Congratulations, fucking Midwest to the East Coast, all the way through the South. You guys are getting your taste. You got your heat dome. Congratulations. Enjoy it. Man, I'm hoping this fucking slap bar kicks in quicker. I might have to go eat another one of these motherfuckers. My neck is like... You guys ever grabbed, like, nautical rope? That's what my neck feels like right now, bro. Like a big fucking nautical rope. Knots upon knots upon knots. Oh yeah, dude. If I have a tension headache, my neck is fucking locked up. No popping. It's probably only due to the fact that I've smoked a little bit of weed tonight that I'm even as limber as I am. Because dude, I spent today just fucking... I don't know, dude. I don't even know how to explain it. Driving in California is a unique experience. If you've never done it, then I can't really explain it to you, except to say that it is a rage-inducing thing. It's like the roads here are designed to go really fast on, but also designed to set one person against another. And, man, it sucks. It sucks driving anywhere, but it really sucks driving here, especially the little stretch of road I drove. Which is, you know, I've done it a billion fucking times in my life, which is why, I don't know, maybe that makes it a little worse, because it's just a stretch of road that I've literally dragged my ass up and down like 15 fucking times in my life, probably. Way more than that. Way more than that. I'd say like 30, 40 fucking times in my life. I've been up and back and up and back that same stretch. And so I was just stressed out as fuck. And then I came home to more stress. And then I had a big fucking just angsty argument with my mother, which I haven't, I gotta be honest with you, I ain't had an argument with my mom like that since I was like fucking 18 or 19 years old. Like since I was a kid. I'm 40 or something. We just got in a big ass fucking shouting match. Like her and I are so much alike. We're like pit bulls, bro. We will not give up. Like we're not gonna be fucking like when we get down to it, when we get real angry. Yeah, I mean it concluded okay. I mean luckily my stepdad stepped in and he kind of like calmed everything fucking down. He knows I'm a hothead, and Lord knows he knows she's a fucking hothead. He lives with her. And he saw us fucking tea kettling it up and just escalating shit and getting more and more angry at one another. And it was like, he fucking grabbed the phone from her and told her, like, please be quiet. Let me talk to the boy. And he fucking talked me down. I'm not going to really go into why we got angry. It really doesn't matter. It just is what it is, dude. It was just a bad fucking day. It was just a bad day all around, man. Bad fucking vibes, bad choo-choo, whatever you want to call it. Bad gree-gree, as they say down in fucking Louisiana. There's some bad gree-gree about the day. I mean, it's bound to happen, dude. People that love each other fucking argue and shit. And that's, especially people like me and my mother. So it is actually kind of shocking that we've gone for as long as we have and not had a fucking blowout. But man, dude, that did not feel good. I do not miss, living in the same house as her, fighting with her more often, because it is not fun. I think it kind of gave me a little look at how maybe it was good for me, honestly. Maybe there's like a silver lining to it, because I will tell you this. I immediately, when I hung up the phone with her, was shocked because it was like arguing with a mirror. And then I looked at how I felt and I was like, whoa. I make people feel that way when I talk to them, when I yell at them and shit. I was like, whoa. All right. I don't know that it necessarily means that I'll stop doing it, but it was definitely kind of like a fucking bling, blong, bling, blong, bling. You know what I mean? See, I never argue with my parents about politics. I never argue with my parents about religion. I never argue with my parents, period. I don't talk to my father. He and I argue a lot, so I don't really talk to dude. But me and my mom, we don't really, we grouse at each other sometimes and shit, but we don't, I don't know. We don't fight. After I've been an adult, after I've been out of the house and moved away and shit, she and I haven't, like I said, we probably haven't fought since I was a teenager. But, whatever. You don't change as a person. You do, but you don't. That angsty fucking teenager is still there, and that fiery, redhead, fucking hard-headed, the most hard-headed person you'll ever speak to in your entire fucking life. The unstoppable force and the immovable object, dude, and you pick which one is who. No, I mean, when I was coming up, yeah, I mean, me and my mom argued a lot. I mean, we were, it was not constant, but it was often enough that it was a problem for sure. She and I just were like oil and water when I was a teenager. See, the problem is that, well, the way I see it, she'd probably see it a different way. But, to put my spin on it here, I kind of see it as a problem of biology. I really am, and I feel like a lot of people are, but I've done a lot of self-examination and kind of outward examination of my parents in therapy and stuff. And I found so much commonality with both of them. It's shocking, which shouldn't be shocking, right? I'm their child, but I'm like this weird zebra-striped mix of my father and my mother. And they did not get along because my dad tends to kind of be aloof when it comes to arguments. I'd rather not, to be honest with you. In real life, over real shit, argue. I don't want to do it. You know, I like arguing politics. I like putting it out in an arena where it's ideas, right? It's not feelings. Like that type of shit, like arguing with feelings behind it. I'm never looking to do that shit because it's just, I said aloof, not loof. You can look it up there, Karoomster. Yeah, no, you know, I tend to like come off that way. Like I don't want to fucking fight. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then when the fucking cap comes off, I'm just like my dad too. I'm prone to just really explosive anger. And my mom is just kind of Irish, I guess is how I would describe her. Just quick-tempered, hard-headed, very stubborn. Loves to debate. Loves, like, there's some part of her that really, and it's in me too, that's how I know it's in her, that really likes that argument. Really feels alive in it, you know what I mean? That's why she was such a fucking good union member, you know, because that gave her fertile ground to do that type of shit. But she's definitely just got that kind of a personality, and in a way, so do I, you know? And so you get that stuff together, you get those two people together, and the right circumstances, and somebody says some shit that the other person doesn't like, and it all just kind of tumbles from there, you know? But it felt very familiar in a really bad way, you know? It really did. It made me realize that I have a lot of residual anger, I think, just in general towards my mother that maybe I need to deal with in some healthy way. I don't really feel like at least before today, like had been repressing anything like that, but the way that things unraveled today in that argument, there's some shit going on with both of us that we ought to deal with, and really I can't have her deal with shit, so I can deal with my shit. Bottle it up? I mean, nah, dude. You don't see, dude, bottle it up is how I used to live. See, I usually, it's not even really about guts, it's just like I usually avoid talking about shit like this with my mother because if it has anything to do with being critical of her in any way. Does that sound familiar? She immediately goes into fucking pitbull mode, right? Does that sound familiar? Ah, shit. Man, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Get out of here, Bubbles. Between the United Mine Workers Association in Alabama, Frito, and attempts at Amazon a while back. I'm fired up, got anger channeled to that labor pill at this point. Hey, I'm glad you're there, man, because I'll be there tomorrow, but today I'm doom pilled today, man. I'm doom pilling it. Based and doom pilled. When I criticize my mother about anything, she does the no you. Ugh, man, yeah. Yeah. True. Same. And it's just something I usually avoid, and it really, like, as an adult, it doesn't come up, you know, for me to criticize my mom all that often. But, you know, today, I didn't like the way she talked to me. And I don't, you know, It's the way it is, and she didn't like the way I talked to her, and we offended each other. We both got offended at each other. We both got a little self-righteous, and we had ourselves a little old-fashioned argument, you know? What are you gonna do? Sometimes you gotta have a fight. What's this bubble effect for? What do you mean effect? These are real bubbles, look. Get out of here. Shoo. Go. Go. Move. Yeah. Get out. See? Told you. The Babacalypse. Can I pop them if I poke them on the screen? No. That would be really cool. Who's blowing the bubbles? I don't know. Oh, man. Angst. I would love to debate you sometimes. It can make me sharp, but what I've noticed, you are at your worst enemy, with or without, you know it, I feel like. But what I have noticed, you are your worst enemy, with or without it. With or without, you know it, I feel like. Bruh. You okay, bruh? Did you ever... You okay? What you say? What happened? I'm guessing from the chat reaction that the slap bar has not kicked in. I thought for a second that maybe it was me. Yeah, he may have smoked a little much, but that's okay. Without you knowing it, sorry, drunk. Hey, no, it's okay. I get it. No, I get it. No, trust me. I'm very much aware of how I present myself. It's a very calculated thing, just like it is for any person that does this for a living. I'm not saying that I'm like some big old fake guy here, but you know, I know when to tone it down and when to fucking crank it up, and I know how to stoke controversy, and I know how to do those things, and I like doing those things. It's a part of my job. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. What are some signs that you need to see a counselor? Dude, I'm not really the person to answer that question. I mean, I think if you think you need to see a counselor, you probably need to see a counselor. You know, if like you're considering it, like if you're going like, okay, this thing that I've been dealing with is getting worse, whatever the thing is, or you're like, whatever, like something new is happening to me and it's becoming unmanageable, or it's making some part of my life hard. I don't know, man. I'm really not the best person to ask that. I think honestly my first stab at it was the best. If you think you might need to see a counselor, you probably need to see a counselor, you know? Really, a counselor is I think a lot of the reason that people avoid it, I know the reason that I avoided counselors for such a long time is because, number one, there's a lot of implied familiarity in a counselor relationship that they want to tap into as soon as possible, and that's really hard for me. I keep people at, the distance that I'm comfortable with. And them, an untalented counselor, a counselor that doesn't meld well with me, tries to skip that line too early. And then there's just kind of like, people see it as a tacit admission of weakness. And I'm not going to tell you that it isn't, because that's a lie. But you're a human being. We all have weaknesses, and so it's just like saying, I can't manage this. I need help. I need help with this. Like, I think I've got it together, but I don't think I've got it together. You know, I don't think I'm together as much as I think I'm together. So, you know. Oh yeah, I've been to several counselors over the course of my life, going all the way back to when I was like 12, 13. And I don't know. I've had bad ones and good ones, and good bad ones, and bad good ones. I mean, way, way long ago, I think you might be talking about, like, we're talking early Paul's Ego channel days. I may have said something like, yeah, you know, therapy doesn't work for me. And up until that point, it really hadn't. But I reached a point in my life where the things that I was dealing with became more and more unmanageable for me. And I really didn't see it happening until it had really happened to me. I had a kind of clarifying moment that something was wrong about the way I was feeling. And I've talked about it here before. I had an incident of profound paranoia. Not just joking paranoia like people talk about, but genuine spinning a whole narrative in my head and coming to believe some unbelievable shit. The narrative was wrapped around, and it didn't just happen one day, it was wrapped around several months of my life. Where, I mean, this sounds very, it's hard to talk about, to be honest with you. Not that I don't want to talk about it, but you have to understand, if you're a person that is prone in any way to delusion, there's something inherently, I don't want to say embarrassing about it, but I'm afraid that, by talking frankly about this the way that I do, that I'll be judged. And I know I will be judged for it. There will be people that will use this as ammunition against me in an argument. And it really has no place in an argument, in my opinion. Especially not an argument about ideas. But that's the risk you take being honest about yourself, I guess. So anyway, I had an incident of paranoid delusion where I believed I was being followed around and shit. And I don't know. You know. It sounds stupid, you know, from the outside looking in, but I lived it. You know, I lived it, and it built like a narrative does. Started with just a thought inspired by anxiety as I drove from one place to another for my job. And it grew over the course of a few weeks, a couple months maybe, into a complex, ridiculous narrative. And what I came to learn is that most of it was driven by extreme anxiety. So I had an undiagnosed anxiety problem for a very long time in my life. And it was this incident that I'm talking about here that inspired me to get help and to finally confront that things were going out of control with me. Like, I wasn't able to stifle this anymore, and it was starting to take over more and more of my thought process and all that shit. Good evening to you. Yeah, we had a really good time. I wouldn't say it was necessarily. There were chill times in LA, but LA was a lot of work. But we got to chill before LA, and it was good to see the guys. It was really, I had to give TJ and Chelsea and Stevie a hug goodbye today. Scotty and Taylor took an early flight, so they left before I was awake. But I had to give the people that at least most of the people that I got together with here, I had to say goodbye to them for question mark months or whatever, and that sucks. But it was very nice to hang with them. I had a horrible experience with therapy and mental treatment as a kid, so I can't anecdotally remember it or recommend it, but I've never heard anyone relate to it. Well, I don't know. I mean, I have a bad experience too, but that bad experience, I learned a lot about myself. And I had to go through the wreckage of that shit on my own. I had to decide what was real and what wasn't, and, you know. And what I was left with was a better understanding of myself and a big fucking wound. So I'm not the type of guy that really relishes the idea of sitting down and going to a counselor, but if I reach that point, I'll go, you know. I mean, yeah. I knew what was good, that I felt the same way. And all I can say is that like relating to a person and respecting a person gives their words more weight. And a good counselor, like the one that I had, and make no bones about it, my counselor was very good at his job. He did some absolutely unconscionable things. But when it came to knowing the human mind and being able to read people and maneuver around in the minds of people and bring people to the point, he was very good. And I looked up to him in a major way. I don't mean to, fucking pat myself on the back or whatever, but I didn't grow up in an area of the world where I feel like I was around a whole lot of people. I'm not saying I'm smarter than them, but just a lot of people on my wavelength when it came to being like well read or whatever, and politically informed and geopolitically informed, and reading the news and having adult takes on shit, and you know what I mean. Like, I'm not trying to say people are stupid. It's just I have different interests or whatever, and this person was able to express not only a familiarity with those interests, but a mastery of those interests in a way that I could not. He was an accomplished writer. He was a very fucking accomplished speaker, very poetic in the way that he spoke. Just pretty much everything that I admire and aspire to be myself. At least, when it's called for. He was that. And kind of slid into like a father figure type of role. Because he was an older dude that I could look up to, and I'd never really had that. Except for when I was a little kid, I wasn't denied it my whole life, but, my father and he was definitely not a person I looked up to in any significant real way. Now, maybe internally I did. But externally, by the time I was in my late teens, he's not a dude that I ever wanted to fucking emulate. Let's put it that way. So I didn't really have that, But I don't know, man. I don't know. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah. Feelings and relationships and such. Yeah. Moms and dads and counselors and all these things people don't talk about. It is what it is, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm fucked up. You're fucked up. We're all fucked up. And if you can learn to navigate your mind on your own and live with it, I ain't gonna be fucking shouting I'm not gonna shout in your face either way. Because counseling never works if you're like forced to go, or somebody like is, I demand that you go get help. And it's just like, well, if only it worked that way, you know? But you have to be like a willing participant. And for me, that's what I truly believe. I don't think you got to wait as long as I did, because I got real low before I reached out. But it's happening. It's happening, yo. The first warm little tickles of that body high dose edible high shit. Three, two, one, contact. Feels like stepping into a hot tub. Yeah. D minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, ignition, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Dude, you know somebody's gonna try and fuck with my high, but you know what, dude? Let them. Speaking of hate, I don't really understand why I hate Jimmy Dore as much as they do. Is it because he doesn't believe in lesser of two evils voting? I don't know, Joey. I don't know, Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo, dude. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't even really like Jimmy Dore. I don't listen, like, people assume that I'm like watching Jimmy Dore all the time. Like, I see a clip here and there. Dude, the people that fucking hate Jimmy Dore probably watch him way fucking more than I do, dude. I'd probably hate Jimmy Dore too if I watched him as much as you motherfuckers did. Did you see him on Cucker at all? No. I never even watched a clip of it. You know, I kind of like how Jimmy Dore trolls people who are traditional DNC voters and shit, but it's just like, dude, bro, I would not lie to you, my dude. If I spent a bunch of time like fucking watching long ass Jimmy Dore streams and shit, I'd let you know, but you know what I mean? I don't. I see some clips of his shit on YouTube. I see people fucking go nuts on Twitter, and usually it comes across my feed from somebody who I follow that hates him, my dude. And I watch it, and I read the comments, and I read people like seething, and I read people simping for Jimmy, and I think like, wow, what a wonderful chaotic force. Cool. You know what I mean? I like that about him. I still think Jimmy Dore is a pussy, but I don't know. I mean, that's not being all like chivalrous or whatever isn't the end all be all, because I don't think he's a pussy because he's a coward. I think he's a pussy, well, kind of, yeah, but like aggressively cowardly, if that makes any sense. Like, the spit thing, it still bothers me, bro. Not only that, it bothers me the way that Chank got all up in fucking Alex Jones's face and gave him everything he wanted. It's just like, Chank, what a stupid fuck you are. But that whole Jimmy Dore sneaking up, squirting a dude, and then running, bruh. No, dude, because if he had a set of balls, he would have sucker punched him. But see, the problem is, if he would have sucker punched Alex Jones would have literally ripped his arms out of his fucking sockets, dude. It took Alex Jones like 3 or 4 seconds to figure out what had even happened. And then by that time, Jimmy the Viper had slithered away. You know what I mean? So I don't like that. I still don't like that shit. But I do like that Jimmy stirs the shit. I like that he gets people mad, especially people who are advocating for traditional electoral participation and pretty much nothing but. People that think that any leftist of note should be talking anything about fucking Republicans right now. Like, it's time to ride the Democrats. So, like, anybody that's, like, carrying the water for Democrats by just, like, fear-mongering against Republicans right now and covering everything Trump says or does, man, fuck that. Jimmy Dore doesn't like those types of people, and he really triggers those types of people, and I like that about him. So you see how that goes? That's as deep as this shit goes. I liked his take during fucking Force the Vote. I still think that that's absolutely correct, that the squad should have used that must-pass legislation to vote as a block and go and negotiate with all these muckety-mucks in the fucking committees and get that fucking bill out of committee. I don't see any fucking argument against it that makes any sense to me. You send these people to Congress to what? You know? And so I think he was right on that. And he really triggered the fuck out of a bunch of fucking people who just so happen to be Joe Biden aficionados. Joe Biden voters, people that simped Joe Biden, people that bought Joe Biden merch and fucking canvassed for Joe Biden and shit. Like, fuck this. Jimmy Dore points it out. People go fucking nuts. Start just rushing a fucking white knight and simp for fucking AOC and all these other Ilhan Omar and fucking the whole squad of do-nothings. The tweet squad. You know, I like that. How do you think we get rid of mental illness stigma? Talking about it if you're comfortable with people. Like, I saw a dude today that had Tourette's. And some dude in the store walked up to him and thought he was like cutting up in the store or whatever, because his Tourette's made him make a weird high-pitched noise, and then he would say motherfucker. And he very calmly, while he's having Tourette's, like, explained to this dude, instead of fucking raging at him, which he had every right to do, because the dude was being totally, like, it's obvious to anybody that I've ever fucking met. I don't know how you've lived in the world and never run across somebody with Tourette's or heard anything about it, but this dude, I guess he'd never heard. And instead of fucking raging out at the guy sat there and very calmly explained to the guy, like, look, you know, I don't have any fucking control over it, and I'm a nice guy, and people think I'm a weirdo, and it sucks, and people look at me like I'm a freak, and it sucks, and, you know, during all this, he's having tics. But he says, you know what, man, I'm a really nice guy, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just trying to shop. I have Tourette's syndrome. You know, and the guy, he said, you need to look at, you know, the guy acted like he didn't know what it was, and he said, please look it up. Please Google it. So I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I just want to shop. You know, I'm sorry that it offends people. I really hate it, too. If I could not have it, I would. But, you know what I mean? And the dude let him go on about his fucking day. You know what I mean? And so it's just like one person at a time, the stigma gets fucking kind of assaulted. Because A lot of people don't know that things like that exist. And then they think that people that have those kind of uncontrollable outbursts are just kind of like slavering madmen or madwomen locked up in some place somewhere. They don't know that like average Joes that work average jobs struggle with that shit. And so for me, like, look, dude, the stigma, I will tell you this, the stigma against mental illness has remarkably lessened since I was young. I will tell you that shit right the fuck now. So I think that just continuing on, like continuing to be a voice for people if you can, or be supportive of organizations that are a voice for people that have mental illness, and to do everything in your power to kind of live what you preach. Try not to stigmatize people. You know, I had to really confront something from the DP days, because we used to, you know, I still do every once in a fucking blue moon, and sometimes I think it's warranted, but like making fun of autistic people. You know, the tism this and it's tism that and everything's autistic and you're being fucking autistic and stop being autistic. And you guys don't hear me say that shit no more. And the reason is I talked to a bunch of autistic people of varying stripes who all told me that they really wished that I would not lump them in with all the people that acted like assholes, that not all autistic people are assholes. You know what I mean? And it was a blind spot for me because I'm not autistic. It was not a diagnosis that I grew up with. You know, I know it existed back then, but nobody knew anybody who was autistic. And if we did, we didn't know they were autistic. You know, like there was no social awareness around the disorder. And now people are way more aware of that shit, and I am way more aware of that shit. But it took having interactions with people with varying levels of autism and shit to understand that, you know, they're neuroatypical just like me. My brain doesn't function like your average Joe's brain does. It does some weird shit sometimes, and so does theirs, you know, and like, so I stopped being a voice of stigmatization of autism to the best that I can. I still will call out somebody if I feel like they're being incredibly fucking crazily autistic. But I don't think, you know, having a disorder shields you from being called out for being a fucking asshole, so.
Well, it's like, you know, we have things that can make us assholes.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that our illness just excuses it.
No, I never fall back on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a grown-ass adult, and I know what I've got, and if I fucking have an outburst or something, even if there was some underlying fucking mental thing going on, if I do wrong by somebody, I just go apologize. And it doesn't come with but I was having a depressive episode, or I was having a panic attack. Fuck that. If I was an asshole to somebody, I was an asshole to somebody, and I expect that out of everybody I deal with. I don't care what your fucking mental status is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's just like, that's it. Like I said, it's just an example of something. Oh, that's a slap bar edible that I took.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those ones the dude told me, like, it says 200 milligrams on the box, but he was like, bro, it's like double that. He was like, these things are crazy. I was like, cool. I'll try one. So I took it about, how long ago did I take it, chat? 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Feeling pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Need it.
Yeah, dude. Glad I remembered I had that shit in there. I was like, dude, why don't I take a fucking edible and just fucking relax, chill the fuck out. I took it 12 minutes ago. You got the peak. I'm just starting to notice the pleasant, warm, washing waves of the body high that comes with a high dose edible. At least for me. I know, 300 milligrams or whatever those things actually are is not a high dose for most people, but I don't eat a lot of weed. So for me, 300 milligrams, I think is legit. Well, I mean, man, that party is bumping over there. They got the sexy saxophone out now. And oh boy, is it sexy. $12 into an LSD trip right now. Watching is very soothing. Well, depending on your dose, you should be on the downhill slide. Or no, on the downhill side. As Harlan Ellison says. Oh, no, dude. You don't understand, bro. Every acid trip is 12 hours. It doesn't matter what you take. If you take a tab, 12 hours. You take 3, 12 hours. That's the way it works. That's how long it takes to work its way through your system. At least 12 hours. If you take a lot, you could trip for a day, bro. You can go to sleep and wake up tripping. But for me, when I dose, 12 hours. I just know. I make sure I have no other plans. Oh, man, this neck, bro. It's loose now, though. Looser.
Fuck that place we stayed at. Ain't no one need a fucking mattress. It's like a pillow.
Yeah, true. It sucked.
Been better on the couch, probably.
Yeah, no shit. I genuinely considered just getting on the floor at one point because I was just like, fuck this.
I felt like I was being strangled by it.
Yeah, that bed was, I don't know what the problem was, but that bed was no bueno. Dude, I'm squeezing right at the base of my consciousness.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's right where my consciousness happens. I'm squeezing right at the base of my consciousness.
To do the roller thing on the neck.
Try it.
Do that. Go back in.
Try it. I'm telling you, it's legit. I'll punch you square in the conscious. Fuck you, man. Did you take the guys to the ocean? I did.
They were pussies.
Nah, TJ did pretty good.
Scotty was a pussy. I didn't see him.
Scotty didn't go in very deep.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's not about being a pussy. It's about fighting Poseidon. Scotty is at one with Poseidon. Whatever. I've always had a problem with him. And now so does TJ. Dude, I had a moment I was just sitting on the beach on the towel, and TJ wandered off, and everybody was sitting there, and I looked out there, and TJ was punching the waves like I do, and I was like, I've passed my rage against Poseidon onto somebody else. Now there's two. Now there's two of us fighting him.
We were the only ones that got fucking all the way.
Oh, dude, yeah. We did the whole 9 yards. We pussied out the first time. We only went like waist. No, that's not true.
No, we went in.
That's true.
We did.
Yeah, we went all the way out and then body surfed in.
Yeah.
That's the tradition. If I go to the ocean and I don't get to do that, I'm always very disappointed. Sometimes it's too cold, though. Sometimes it just can't be done.
We did it in what, like April or May or something? It was way colder then. We still did it.
That's true. That was like Polar Bear Club level. Yeah. Dude, Amelia is my only companion that I've ever had doing this. Everybody pussies out before they get out to where I go. I've never had somebody go all the way out with me except Amelia, and she's done it multiple times now. Dude, that's cred. She's got cred.
Really, no one? Not one person?
Nope, I can't think of nobody that's ever gone all the way out with me.
Cool. Glad to have the honor.
See? Yeah, huh? Do you get the point where you're not standing? No. We get to the point where the breakers are at Pismo Beach, which is about chest height on me and about neck height on Amelia, and then we body surf back. Nope, never done undertow or riptide. Never had it happen to me. You worried about Lethal Weapon 5? Danny Glover is 83 years old.
That sounds fun to make fun of.
You know what the funny thing is that in Lethal Weapon 1, Danny Glover has a line. He says, "Riggs." And he's sitting on a toilet that's rigged to blow up if he stands up. Mm-hmm. And he says, "Riggs." Now, this was the first buddy cop movie to really use this, but it's in every buddy cop movie. He says, "I'm too old for this shit."
First one.
Now he's 80. So you know he's going to say some stupid shit like, "Now I'm really too old for this shit, Riggs." And it's a groaner. And I don't want to see it because of that. He's going to be doing action sequences. And by that I mean relying heavily on stunt people and jump cuts to get him over and under things. He'll be doing Liam Neeson action sequences. Yes? The magical, what was it, 13 cuts to get him over a fence and fucking Taken 2? Or Taken 3 or whatever. Like Robert De Niro and The Irishman. I mean, yeah, but they aged him down, you know what I mean? Like the technology that they used was really good because they aged him down.
And that's not an action movie much, so.
No, yeah, it's like a mob drama movie, you know? It's got some action in it, but it's not meant to be a fucking spectacle action movie. Lethal Weapon is. So, what are they gonna do, man? And like, look, dude, Mel Gibson ain't no spring chicken neither. He may have aged a little better than Danny Glover, maybe, but not much. He went from like lovable wild man of Hollywood to like total Jew-hating weirdo now, you know? He's like a total Jew-hating weirdo. And like a psycho too. Remember all those like voicemails that his ex-girlfriend or whatever leaked because he was being all abusive to her? And he would just like call her at all hours of the night and fill her whole fucking like voicemail box with just like rambles and rants about how what a cunt she is. And she was just like, all right, well, if I'm a cunt, then let me act a little bit cunty and send everybody that shit and see what they think about Mel Gibson just fucking getting drunk. And do those voicemails, like if you take them out of context, they're pretty fucking hilarious. But they're also very fucking abusive. Like I can't imagine being the poor woman like that was on the receiving end of that shit. But like, yeah, his absurdity is fucking hilarious. Like how absurd and over the top and crazy he is fucking hilarious. But yeah, you know. I mean, I don't hold actors to some kind of fucking gold standard or whatever. I really like, if it's a good movie, I'll see it, you know. And if Mel Gibson is in a movie that's good, I'll see it. But
I think it was Othello. I think it was a reference to the South Park episode.
oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's their fault. You're doing references, dude, quote marks are your friend.
It's the Wild West out here, and sometimes, dude, the sheriff sees somebody coming and he thinks it's a bad guy and you get clipped. But hey, bans are undoable and timeouts just have to be suffered. You got to sit in jail for a while, partner. Oh my God, dude, I am fucking baked.
Yeah.
Different kind of baked, though. I'm like edible baked.
There's still that pizza in there, and I'm gonna get you some.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please. There's pizza. Oh my God, there's pizza. I have not heard of Neil Blomkamp's new film Demonic, but I bet Amelia has. Remind me to ask her when she comes back right now. Yeah, the munchie's about to hit. Just some pepperoni ass pizza. It ain't nothing special, but it's pizza. Boil it, broil it. Oh my goodness, it's Mr. Goatee. Looking as happy as he can be. Huh?
No, he helps you when you're high too.
Yeah, he do. Well, any animal does. Thank you so much, baby. Oh, somebody asked me a question that I do not know the answer to, but I thought you might.
What?
Somebody asked me, am I following Neil Blomkamp's upcoming film Demonic?
I am not.
Okay, so you're not aware. I just thought you might be.
No, I mean, I kind of, when he said he was done after Chappie, I just kind of went with it.
Well, now I guess he's undone. Just like we were talking about Dee Antwoord today.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, like, yeah, this is supposed to be their last album, and I'm like, it's supposed to be, you know. Oh, thank you, Winnie. Yeah, I'll look into it though. I like Neil Blomkamp's shit. I didn't think Chappie was the best shit I'd ever seen. But I think it got shit on a lot harder than it deserved. This is fucking amazing. Right here. That's the bite. Everything else in this pizza is going to be great, but that was the bite.
What was?
That one bite that I just took.
Yeah.
It had what I used to call, when I was a kid, the perfect Roni.
Oh.
all kind of burnt around the edges. Perfect, crispy, smoky flavor when you hit it up in your mouth. And I wish that mariachi band would walk around. I'd invite them over.
I don't know how Dynamore feels about the mariachis.
Come here, buddy. Them mariachis shouldn't bother you. It's like Posty, but farther south. It's Southern Posty. Even more southern. Yeah.
We ain't getting Dad's pizza. Sorry.
Yeah, but if I drop a crumb, he'll be there.
I know. Too spicy.
Dude, he wants this pizza right now, yeah. We always have to tell both him and Cricket that they don't get none of what we get. Because they're always thinking they're like, no matter how many days go by where they don't get what we get, today is always the day, you know? Me too. I parasocially love all dogs as well. I think it's really like the only healthy parasocial shit that I can get behind. Is loving animals in general.
I know, you were like all like smitten by like the two dogs at the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those good boys.
I don't know. Some people get weird about their dogs, and so I don't ever insinuate myself, but I always want to pet the dog. Like sometimes, like a dog will run up to you or whatever in public, and you'll look at the owner and you'll give them and she loves everybody, you know, they'll insinuate, and then you can pet the dog. But I never go up to people and be like, "Can I pet your dog?" Because some people are fucking weird about that shit, bro. I always tell people, just be gentle with him. Yeah, let him sniff you. He likes to meet people. He loves people. So yeah, you can pet him. Pet him.
We unlocked him for a hot fucking minute out in public.
Dude, he does not do well. Dynor.
People love him, but it's just him on a leash is just chaos.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he's an unbridled soul. He can't be leashed. He can't be contained. Neither of our boys can. I guess they can be contained, but they cannot be leashed. They will not abide it. Didn't Cricket just like plump and like refuse to like walk with it?
Yeah.
Dude.
Like Dynamore, he'll be excited to put on the leash, but he doesn't understand what leash walking is. He thinks that he can just go bloop, 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 bloop.
To him, it's like he never learned that he doesn't have to pull.
Yeah.
Like if he just, and I don't know really, because I got good for a while about training him off to my side, and I would keep the leash very tight. So like he'd have to walk next to me. And when that leash was slack, I would say, good boy, and he was getting better at it, but like as soon as you'd stop treating him for it, he just like, he's just not a leash dog. He's not a walking dog. Dynor does really well in like public, I guess, with dogs. People that like dogs or other dogs that are good with dogs. Like Dynor is way better like going over to like my mom's house or something and chilling with her dog, or going over there when like my family's having a get together because everybody loves him. He's not great at like anonymous public.
Yeah.
I don't think he understands the distinction, honestly.
It was a fucking nightmare with him, like trying to go to the lake front with him. He was just.
Yeah. Well, at least you had Chelsea there to help wrangle him a little.
I had to carry him because he wouldn't walk on the street without like being in front of cars and shit.
No more of that shit for him. I'd love to take him on the Bob Jones trail, but I don't know how much he's gonna get out of it.
We did, remember?
I know.
But he was still bad at it.
He was horrible.
Yeah.
He pulled me the whole fucking way. We traded off because we were getting all tired. I think in another life, Dino was a reindeer.
Yeah.
You know what would be great? Maybe we could just get some rollerblades.
Yeah.
And just let him actually be a reindeer.
Yeah.
Dino with your nose so bright, dude. Yeah. Dude, he was a reindeer. Dude, I'll tell you what, though. You want to know who doesn't hold a fucking candle? Or Dinor doesn't hold a candle to? Yuji. Walking that dog is like trying to walk a fucking wild grizzly bear. Like, you have to use every bit of your strength. He's like Dinor times 10, dude. On some fucking rollerblades, Yuji could legit pull you for miles. He's crazy. I had to walk Yuji a couple of times in Ohio. And it's not like it was an unpleasant thing, but dude, I was not prepared. You know what I mean? For the fucking workout. Because Yuji's not playing. Dinor is just kind of an annoyance. Like, you can tell it's like probably more annoying for him than it is for you, but he just keeps doing it. Well, Dinor is better unbridled.
We do our best. Always have a big yard, so just do whatever.
Yeah. Who was it? Was it TJ? He said, because we had that pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I had a piece. Or no, it wasn't TJ. I think it was my mom, because we had a pizza over there way back, and she said I eat pizza weird. Do you think I eat pizza weird?
No.
She said it's weird because I don't eat all the way to the crust. Like, I go in from the side, like I eat it kind of sideways. You know what I mean? Like, I start eating it like from the front, and then like when it starts to get around, I just go in. You know what I mean? And I go around the edges of the pizza.
That's weird. I think people sometimes think it's weird because they're like I don't like the crust type. So if you don't like the crust, you're like trying to avoid it the whole time.
Hell no, dude. I like the crust, and the whole point of the crust is like, you get a little bit of the fucking pepperoni and cheese and sauce with the crust, and it's like a breadstick.
Yeah.
Duh. So you flip it around and take a crusty bite.
You know what the saddest pizza story is? My dad, like, because he was on that, like, basically vegan diet for so long, my mom would get pizza, and, like, he would just eat the crust and nothing else. Just sad pizza crusts.
Bruh.
So he had to save it for him so he'd have something.
So you would, like, just nibble away all the pizza, and then he would get fed the crusts. Dude, when you said you had the saddest pizza story, I thought you were bullshitting. Like, I thought it was like everybody says I've got that is legit the saddest fucking pizza story I've ever heard. The whole family would nibble away the pizza, and then Dad would eat the crust, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. It's like kind of a good analog for corporations and the working class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They nibble away all the goddamn fucking pizza, and then they throw the crusts at us and expect us to be like, oh yeah. We're not vegan though. Not all of us anyway. We want a little bit of the goddamn pizza too.
Yeah.
Give us some pizza, you fucking greedy fucks. You can even have a bigger slice than we got. We just want a slice. Give us a slice. Listen to me, you motherfuckers. Give us a slice. That's all we want. Piece of the pizza pie, eh?
I guess I have another sad pizza story too.
Huh?
I've gotten a pizza party thing at work for being in the top 10%. And like I went to go get a drink because they were like all out of those. I'm like, okay, I'll just buy one then. By the time I came back, no pizza. They didn't order enough pizza for everyone.
And no, bruh. At Amazon?
Yeah.
You went to a pizza party that Amazon threw for the top 10% best pickers in the game. And you went to go buy your own drink because there was nothing to drink. And by the time you got a drink out, there was no pizza left.
Yeah.
Give us a slice. Give us a slice. Don't be stupid. Give us a slice. Just a piece. You motherfuckers can keep most of the pizza pie. Give us a piece, though. In Minecraft. Please clap.
It's like this is supposed to be like the logistics fucking king. I can't do the logistics of a pizza party.
Did you hear? Well, I think you were just reading your phone too, but I watched a thing earlier where it was Bezos like going like he was talking after he came down out of his rocket.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, first of all, I would just like to thank all Amazon employees and customers because you paid for this. So, and I was just like, does he think that comes off as like good to the people that work for him?
Yes.
That they paid for his fucking weird ass to go up in a rock. By the way, his voice is weird.
Yeah.
Doesn't he? He talks like a villain. He has that deep, bassy, like, well, I'd just like to thank all the, you know, I was just like, whoa. I don't know why I've never heard Bezos speak, but
He doesn't do it often.
it was odd.
Yeah. You know what else he does that's shitty? People have begged him like fucking 10 times. Like, please give people at least like a discount on Amazon that work at Amazon. And nope. All you get is like 10% on things made by Amazon. You don't get no free Prime, no nothing.
That's such dude. They should get. Wait a minute. You didn't get free Prime
Nope.
when you worked at Amazon. You didn't get free Prime.
Nope. Pay for your own Prime.
Man, that's some host shit.
And like he won't give it to no one. Like even the people that fucking make Amazon Prime work don't get it for free.
Man, listen. That would be like if Starbucks was dumb. Because Starbucks' policy was you can drink as many drinks as you want while you're on the clock, just mark them out as your drink. And that allowed people to have a drink or to every once in a while sneak a drink to a friend for free or whatever. You couldn't give them out like candy, but, you know, Because they realize that that work there are gonna do that, and that's their tacit way of making it allowable. And then you got like Amazon, dude, where it's just like, yeah, dude, you spend all day running up and down stairs, picking things out of bins and throwing them into other bins, and then shoving it on a conveyor belt so it can be loaded on a truck and boxed or whatever the fuck. And you can't have free fucking Amazon Prime, bro.
You gotta either buy things full price on Amazon, or you gotta find like the Amazon Basics version of it for 10% off.
Bull honkus.
And there was a limit on that 10% off too.
By the way, that Amazon Basics shit is exactly what it says. It's basic as fuck in every wrong way, in every bad way. 100% just like, go ahead and buy yourself an Amazon Basics spatula if you want it to like fucking snap the first 3 times you use it, dude. You'll use it for a month and then it'll break and you'll have to get another Amazon Basics. It just sucks. It's crap. Has no soul to it. You can just tell it came from some factory, probably in China.
And there was a limit on it too. Like you could only use the 10% off up to like $100.
Man, fuck that motherfucker.
So like even if you were gonna just suffer through it and get like a bunch of Amazon merchandise, like oh, you only get to save $100 total.
Give us a piece. We want a piece of the pizza. You guys have been nibbling away the goddamn mozzarella and the pepperoni and the spicy, zesty tomato sauce and the cheesy, greasy crust and leaving us with the rind. We want a bite of the goddamn pizza. Give us the pizza. Give us a bite. That's all you have to do, too. That's the stupid thing about running your business that way. But you know how Amazon, like, you know how you, like, well, you know, obviously, he's not looking to keep you.
No.
He's looking to use you like a donkey until your brain or body or both can't take it no more. And then fuck you, go on down the road because there's 18 people waiting outside that want a job today.
And they like funnel people into their trucking too.
Of course.
Like, they'll pay for people to become truck drivers. So it's like, oh, you're fucking broken from being on your feet all day. We'll pay for you to drive our trucks and do that all day.
They pay for him to go to school for it? Well, at least they leave with a fucking certificate that lets them go get a truck driving job.
Yeah.
That's at least something functional, you know what I mean, that they give to people. So you got to give them that because that's a lot of money. Going to trucking school ain't cheap.
Well, it depends on where you are. They'll fucking give it away where I was at in Indiana.
I guess that's true.
There wasn't no point in getting it from Amazon because
was that only in your fucking FC, do you think?
No. They have like a
it's like
college kind of thing, but the college things they'll pay for are super limited.
Like limited to what? Like supplies and books?
HVAC and shit like that.
Weird. Yeah, no, I don't know. Fuck Jeff Bezos and fuck his goddamn missile that he flew out on. Big old giant blue dick. It literally is a phallus, dude. If you look at blue veiny or whatever it was called. What did he call it? Blue Dream? Blue Thruster, whatever it was. Like, the fucking thing is a dick, dude. Look at it. It's a dick with balls. And he flew off into space with it and came back. And when he landed, he was like, thanks, donkeys that I don't care about, that I turn over every fucking month because I use them up. You bought me a trip to space. I'm the first fucking civilian to just go to space, man. Yeah, thanks. Or one of the first.
Yeah.
That bastard Branson beat me. And it's actually not true either. Like, there's been some rich fucks that have bought their way up on Russian shuttles and gotten onto the fucking space station and shit. But they're like ultra rich fucks. And then there've been some like ceremonial civilians that have been sent up to space. Like, I can't remember who it was. Did Nimoy? I think Leonard Nimoy might have gotten to go to space. Or maybe I'm thinking like they shot his ashes into space.
I thought they were trying to do like that movie with Tom Cruise on in space, weren't they? Wasn't that like a thing?
Apollo 13.
Yeah.
They did. They couldn't though.
Yeah. But I thought they were like gonna try to do it with him.
That was like, I remember that being like part of the conception because they thought that it had gotten to the point where like, you know, they could go to NASA and say, hey, we've got Ron Howard, a respected director, and Tom Hanks, America's actor, and we want to do like a movie about Apollo 13 and the guys that should have died but didn't. We want to do a real realistic thing, and hey, maybe even send the guys into space to. But there's no fucking way. Like, it just never left the ground. There's so much liability sending somebody to space. That's why it takes a billionaire to go. Because as it stands right now, the government's not putting your fucking ass on a fucking shuttle. You might have a heart attack going up, and then you get sued. You know, it's like, no.
I mean, their agents might have been like, nope, we ain't risking you for that.
Yeah, who knows? What I do know is this. Only billionaires get to go do that. Only billionaires.
He's too much of a pussy to go on his own plane. Elon Musk is yet to fucking plan his own space flight.
Where you at, Musk?
Get on that SpaceX.
Okay, but he did fire a Tesla into space, though.
Yeah, but he didn't put his own ass on the line.
That's true. But he did fire a Tesla into space, though, and release it. And it's now, like, headed out into the fucking void forever. And, like, a trillion years from now, some fucking species is gonna find that thing floating through the void, all dinged up and shit from meteor strikes. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? How did a car... This is a land vehicle. How did it get into space? What's it doing out here? Doesn't it, like, say some shit, too? Isn't it, like, infinitely repeating some shit forever?
I don't know. I really didn't hear much about it, honestly.
I can't remember either.
It's the first time I'm hearing about it is from you just now, so...
Holy fuck, dude. Homeboy was not kidding.
I was thinking of it because that music we were listening to in the car.
Yeah.
Bulletproof Cybertruck. Tesla Cybertruck.
Yeah.
He was trying to make it like a fucking brag.
Yeah.
So torquey.
Tesla Cybertruck, dude. My bulletproof Tesla Cybertruck. It's like... Zeph? I guess that's Zeph. God damn it.
Oh,
That edible.
yeah, it's just too much.
Right on the edge. Where I like to be. But, yeah. It's a sizzler. It's a... very warm. And very body high. Very floaty. I just kind of want to, like, close my eyes and listen to that music over there right now. Maybe that's what I should do. I'll listen to the music. No, I can't hear it enough. Here come the spins. No. Don't you wish that shit on me, Marshall. I'm not there yet. I ain't quite there yet. Don't you put that evil on my name, Ricky Bobby.
I don't think I've ever seen you get, like, dizzy. Ever.
No. That's not really how the edibles hit me. They hit me with, like, nervous energy sometimes. but also really deeply relaxed muscles. It's hard to imagine how those two things come together. But yeah, no. No spins for Paul's ego. Although I might take a nap right here on the porch. No, I'm kidding. It's just very nice out here. When I started this, it was hot outside, and it finally went ahead and cooled down to a livable temperature, and it feels nice.
What are you doing, Dee? You sleepy?
Come here.
What's your name?
Come get in my lap.
You can do it.
Come on. Get up here. Jump. Jump. You can do it. Yeah. That's a good boy. He's a good boy. Dude, Dinor has seen some shit, man. Look at him. He's seen.
Naked Dinor.
Yep. Dude, those eyes have seen the hidden truths. Mr. Goatee D. Sweet as can be. Sweepy boy. What are you not comfy? You want chest rubs? Feels so soft.
You put Chelsea to work. She
Yeah,
does it.
but she did really good by him. As she always does. He's a handsome gentleman. He's a handsome young lad.
So wrinkly though when he's this short.
Yeah, it's true. He's a wrinkle. It's because you get to see all his extra dodextra skin up here. That's what makes him slinky and curly and long when he stretches out. Gotta have extra skin.
You and your brother.
Yeah.
That extra.
Hey, Shoaib. You want to get down? Okay. Want to play fetch? Where's your bow? It's right there.
He's got that one there.
Oh, you got that bow. Oh, you like your new bow. Well, give me that bow. You ready? Go. Go get it. Go get your bow. You don't want to do it? What are you spooked that the mariachi band is gonna get you? It's way over there, bro.
Come on.
And it's just people having a good time.
Yeah.
He's all spooked by the mariachis.
Come on.
What's your problem, D?
Your ball. Your ball.
Missed a super chat. Sorry.
I saw it. It just says hi, Paul.
Okay, who said it though? Okay, yeah, hi, thanks.
I don't think it was worth interrupting you for.
No, that's all right. It's fine. Yeah, thank you. Hi.
You didn't want Dad's lap, but you want Mom's lap?
Mama's boy.
I just have more cereal on my lap.
Yeah, that's true. Cause I man spread.
Yeah. Cricket loves your lap.
Dude, look, that's because Cricket can lay in any shape he wants. So, Dad's lap is perfect for that.
Yeah, you got these boys switched up on the laps.
Yep. Dinor has never liked being in my lap. That is true. He likes laying right next to me or sitting right next to me or being right next to me on a chair. But he will not fucking sit on my lap for very long. But he'll just sit there and chill. Huh. Dirty D. Paul, do something TJ normally does. The rock back and forth. What? Yeah, I did another stream not that long ago where D did some tricks. Do Dino and Cricket get along? Yes, they do. I really am not, dude. I'm way too high to do a fucking impression, bro. Don't ask that of me. Especially not one that's like as hard to do as TJ. Like, TJ is not an easy dude to imitate. Like, I've never seen a Paul imitator that hit it either. I don't even think people really have tried, like, to do like an impression of Paul's ego, unless it's just like some, you know, I'm Paul's ego. You know, you get a lot of that, but I've never heard like somebody do a dead on Paul's ego. You know, I just don't think they can. Some voices just can't be. Some personalities just can't be captured, bro.
Your face, though. Your face is like peak capturable.
I don't know why, dude. It's a meme for sure, though. It's definitely a meme. It's a memeable face.
It doesn't matter what a person's artistic ability is. It's like instantly recognizable.
Yeah, like whatever. Well, or it doesn't matter the medium either. Like I've had all kinds of different artists do all kinds of different renditions of me, from meticulous oil paintings, one of which I own, to like internet, like, or not internet, but like digital paintings, which I'm not trying to, you know, whatever. They're just a different thing to me, not lesser or anything. But I've had a lot of digital paintings of me done, and then just like sketches of me, of varying quality, all in different kinds of like styles, like realism and hyper expressionism and everything in between. It's like, I don't know. It's pretty weird. Oh man. All right, wait a minute now. Maybe Marshall was right.
Curse you, Marshall.
Curse you, Marshall Manson, you bastard. My name is Marshall Mathers, and I'm an alcoholic. I have a disease, and they don't know what to call it. No, I think it's okay. I think your brother in arms, the other Marshall, may have brought me back from the brink. Dirty D. I'm in the mode where like part of me wants to like, I don't know. I keep thinking about a movie over and over again, and I can't figure out why I can't stop thinking about the movie.
What is it?
Barry Lyndon.
Yeah, that's one of your favorites.
Well, here's the thing though. It's like a movie that I didn't watch until just a couple of years ago for the first time. And so I've seen every other Kubrick movie, especially the ones that I really love, multiple fucking times, like dozens of times in some cases, probably. Like, I actually got to a point where I'm like, okay, I can't watch A Clockwork Orange anymore. Because I've probably seen it like 100 times. I love the movie. Same thing kind of with Full Metal Jacket. I feel like I kind of peeled the onion on that one. I might watch it once in a while, but I can't, like, I don't want to just watch it over and over again, but I just can't stop thinking about that fucking movie. I don't know what it is.
I think I've seen you watch it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it again?
No. I don't know that I want to. But I really like that movie. Something about that damn movie. How much for a Beauregard feature? I don't know. Hit up Beauregard. What are you asking me for? I'm not his agent. And hold on. Before you work with that slimy fuck, let me warn you. Everybody that I've heard on the street says Beauregard is dirty and filthy and cutthroat, and he doesn't care about anything but money and jewels and diamonds and flossing out. And if that's the type of people you like to hang with, then man, go with God, you know.
Okay, Dan, get you.
No, I think I'm okay, baby. I love you.
Love you too.
Bye, D. I think I might move to a more comfortable chair. I think that might help me right now. Or it might harm me. Weed coma's on the horizon. Yeah, I did test the joystick, and it's pretty dope, but I'm not all that dope at it. Dude, I could do that. Because I was vibing heavy with that. I could go start a stream, and then people that don't want to watch me, because I'm probably not going to do a lot of matches or whatever, but I just want to kind of like fuck around with my joystick and shit. And really like decide on a character and just fucking chill. And I'll throw some tunes on or some shit. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, if you don't like fucking Guilty Gear or video games or whatever, fat guys, or me being really too stoned to do anything but play video games, then my brother, don't come back. I'll be back though for the rest of you in just a few.